Admiral Zexkoth had seen every class of warship in the known galaxy. Kytherian dreadnoughts with their crystalline armor, Vorthan destroyers bristling with plasma cannons, even the legendary Nexary battlecruisers that could crack planets. In his 300 years of naval service, he thought he had witnessed the pinnacle of military engineering. Then the humans arrived at the edge of Imperial space. "Sir," his censor officer stammered, mandibles clicking nervously. "You need to see this." The main display flickered to life, showing long-range scans of the approaching vessel. Zexkoth's compound eyes widened in disbelief. The ship was massive, easily twice the length of his own flagship, but that wasn't what made his blood run cold. "Run the scan again," he ordered. "There must be an error." "I've run it 17 times, Admiral. The readings are consistent." The human vessel appeared to be constructed entirely of compressed matter and exotic alloys that shouldn't exist. Its hull radiated energy signatures that defied known physics. Weapon ports lined its surface like the scales of some primordial beast, each one capable of outputting more raw power than an entire Imperial battle group. "That's impossible," whispered his tactical officer. "Our intelligence reports indicated humans were a barely spacefaring species. Primitive fusion drives, basic kinetic weapons. This is beyond anything in our databases." Zexkoth studied the readings again. The ship's power core alone generated more energy than his homeworld sun. Its shields flickered with gravitational distortions that bent light around the hull. Most disturbing of all, it appeared to be moving without any visible propulsion system. "Hail them," he commanded, trying to project confidence he didn't feel. The response came instantly, filling the bridge with a calm, human voice. "This is Captain Anderson of the UHSS Prometheus. You have entered territory now under human protection. State your intentions." "I am Admiral Zexkoth of the Galactic Empire's Third Fleet. This sector belongs to the Empire by right of conquest. Withdraw immediately or face the consequences." A pause, then something that chilled every being on the bridge. Laughter. "Admiral, you seem to be operating under outdated information. Let me bring you up to speed." The Prometheus suddenly accelerated, crossing the distance between fleets in seconds. As it approached, Zexkoth finally understood the true horror of what he faced. The ship wasn't just large, it was a mobile fortress. Docking bays opened along its flanks, disgorging swarms of smaller craft that moved with impossible precision. "Ow!" Zexkoth breathed. "Our spies reported you were centuries behind our technology." Captain Anderson's voice carried an edge of amusement. "That was 6 months ago, Admiral. Humans have this peculiar habit of innovation under pressure. When we learned about your Empire's expansion plans, our scientists got motivated." The tactical display lit up with new contacts. Dozens of human vessels decloaked around the Imperial fleet, each one radiating the same impossible energy signatures as the Prometheus. They had appeared from nowhere, using technology that the Empire's best minds had deemed theoretically impossible. "You see, Admiral," Anderson continued, "you made a critical error in your intelligence gathering. You assumed human technological development follows linear progression like every other species. You failed to account for our exponential growth curve when properly motivated." Zexkoth's fleet was surrounded. His sensors showed weapon systems that could vaporize his ships from multiple light years away, defense screens that could deflect stellar-level attacks, and all of it controlled by— "This is your only warning." Anderson's voice had lost all traces of humor. "The human race claims this sector and all inhabited systems within. Any Imperial forces found here after the next solar day will be considered hostile." As the human fleet faded back into whatever impossible stealth technology they employed, Zexkoth sat in stunned silence. His communications officer finally broke the quiet. "Sir, should we report this to High Command?" Zexkoth stared at the empty space where the Prometheus had been. "Report what? That a species we thought was using chemical rockets just built ships that make our dreadnoughts look like shuttlecraft? That they've somehow compressed centuries of